Hi, Uncle John here. I am going back to the Divine Beast now. Once we get there, we will go ahead and get into the gear that we want to be in for the fight. Okay, first we want to get into the most protective gear that we can, which means, for right now, highly in everything. Those are easy to get and of limited utility where we're at in this. So. I did some cooking before the fight too.
Now's your chance. Watch that lightning.
Thunderblight. try that again. That was close. And I made some mistakes. So that was super close.
This thing is fast. Watch yourself.
Screwed up the flurry rush.
You did it.
But didn't that? Phase 2. We haven't used any fairies. And I figured out why I was having so much trouble with Phase 2 the last time.
This thing is powerful.
Perfect parry. And victory! The end of Thuderblight Ganon. Alright, so we get a heart container and we're going to get a quick cutscene. Yes, we wish to activate it. We've gotten all the treasures we want out of here.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Link. Thanks to your valor and skill, my soul is free, and Naboris is ours once again. Which means that finally, we can complete what we started years ago. We Gerudo have no tolerance for unfinished business. I've waited so long for the moment to see you finally rush Hyrule Castle. As well as for the moment when I incinerate Ganon into a pile of ash. Which reminds me, I wanted to give you a little something. Please accept this gift, which has come to be known as Urbosa's Fury. It will no doubt be of use to you. Both you and the princess, I know you have suffered much regarding what happened to us champions. But this is how things had to happen. No one need carry blame. So please, make it clear so she understands that. Tell her to shed any worries. And let her know I couldn't be more proud of her. You take good care of the princess. Oh, and also, take good care of Hyrule.
Well, that's really nice. That's a lot nicer than Pokemon where I have to read everything.
Naboru, legend of the Gerudo, celebrated over ages. And you, who were named to honor her, you are a legend as well. Isn't that right, Naboris? The bitter essence of defeat from a century ago still sits upon my tongue. But that is now in the past. It was written that Calamity Ganon once adopted the form of a Gerudo. And that will make this victory all the more satisfying. I like that. Now I can take this personally. Once we've established a lock on that thing, it will be up to Link to keep Ganon occupied until the moment we unleash our strike. That moment is going to be so delicious.
Those are fairly common. We can get another one easily enough. Because I am pretty sure that we are going to get so, oh, you're back.
Phew.
I'm glad you're okay. Truly I am. Naboris is no longer a threat to the town. I'm still worried about the larger threat to Hyrule, but at least my people won't be troubled by Naboris anymore. I want to offer you these as thanks for your help. I trust you'll accept them. These pieces of equipment are priceless treasures of the Gerudo people. They were once worn by Lady Urbosa. Since you and Lady Urbosa were friends, it's only right that you should have them. the Scimitar of the Seven and the Daybreaker. We're going to go ahead and keep our scrub tier stuff equipped for now. I think I'd like to go back to Zora's domain now. The other three, I don't have any particular order that I want to do them in, but I would like to get the Zora armor. Which I thought that I had actually. But when I checked just now, I don't have it, so. While we're here, we might as well collect these snails. They are quite delicious. They give us a nice stealth boost. And I really should have tried to take a picture of that crab. Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Dorafon, ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I've gotten a good look at you, it's all too clear who you are. You're the Hylian champion Link. Do not tell me you've forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean the Link, that champion. That's where I've heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link. has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I heard the terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. I lost my memory. Come again? You say you've lost your memory? But surely you must remember my precious daughter Mifa. Yes, you do you not? Mifa who? I can't believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mifa as well? You and Mifa were so close, yet you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mifa's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe that discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. It is quite the feat, my boy. That is a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of divine beast Vah Ruta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop the beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorfan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, it's rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed and arrived at that very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that's not the least of it. It's their fault that Lady Mifa was lost to us. Link. Divine beast Vah Ruta has great powers. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late, it has mercilessly been spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us Zora, air and water are as one, so you would not think this would be quite so critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir near to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense danger will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the areas downstream from us. Their Hylian lives are in very grave danger. The divine beast is crying out once again. Okay. The divine beast Vah Ruta. Your princess Zelda often studied the divine beast. That is, in the time before the great calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work, These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through them to stop them. Segan, who is quite shock resistant for a Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water down a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely shock it with enough strike it with enough shock arrows at once, the water soon returned to its full force. This is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you, help me stop Ruda's rampage. What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the divine beast and appease it from within? So then Princess Zelda is still alive? Yes, in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it's true. But we can gain control of the divine beasts. They may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous! Naturally I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside of it. Come, Link, let us appease Ruta together. Thank you, Link. We are truly in your debt. Our goal is the same. This means our meeting is nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. Zora armor. So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please take good care of it. King Dorephan! Surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they had sworn to marry. For Princess Mipha to have made that one there with her own Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It's far too important to trust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him. Why would he? Okay. This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand. Muzu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the Calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we will need to appease Vah Ruta, but now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Sidon, I suppose that means you're going to tell him. Link, Muzu's most likely in the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak to him. Well, I would like to speak to him too. But I'm going to change out my drip a little. You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak to you. Listen well, Muzu, there's something you need to know. He who stands you before here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister, Mipha, had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No. You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie, not this, Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing. even when he looks upon Princess Mipha's statue. It is the truth, Muzu. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart. And cutscene.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
Okay, what's the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You're quivering like a hatchling. Whatever's the matter? Mipha, I remember. What? Do not mistake me for a fool. There's no way you remembered her just now when it is most convenient. In any case, without solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. Have you truly not figured it out yet? Simply take a closer look at what Link is wearing. You really think changing his clothes is going to make me... Huh? What the? That's the Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made it by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to and she made that special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That's why Mipha never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you've already figured it out. I never would have imagined she'd make that special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it's our only option at this point. I am a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As I promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. The tall mountain over yonder is called Ploymus Mountain, and there you will find Shatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one can be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean that Lynel. He's a man-beast, that one. That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I'm certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Well, what have we here? Seems you already have some shock arrows. If you still need more, you can go to Ploymus Mountain to restock. Link, I'll be waiting for you at the East Reservoir by the Divine Beast. When you're ready, come join me there. I'm on it. Wonderful. Together we shall stop the Divine Beast's onslaught. Well, the thing is... I wanted to go to Ploymus Mountain anyway.
Hi.
All of them, that'll be 60 rupees. Four of those, and a salt. Electro salt grilled mushrooms, 11 minutes of top level electric resistance. Actually, I should have gone with another electro mushroom, but that keeps one in my inventory to keep it from getting weird. And I went the wrong way. That alarm was just telling me that it's 2 o'clock, which doesn't really matter. However, what does matter is that we've been going for almost 50 minutes, so now that we're up here, I am going to avoid the Lynel for now. We'll come back because I actually had somewhere else that I wanted to go. But we're going to save it here, and we will continue on in the next episode. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.